complete uncertainty. No trail, no information, no proof. Sometimes, the adventures that create a lasting memory are the ones in which you struggle the most.
Hey Moose. Hey Moose.
The next 4 days, immersed in isolation and solitude, were undoubtedly days I won't forget.
Alrighty folks, just about to get on the road. I'm not gonna lie, starting to get a little bit puckered for this one. A lot of off trail, a lot of miles. So yeah, I think this is just gonna be a sufferfest with the hope of a fish. Nevertheless, we're gonna get on the road here. We got about a 3.5-4 hour drive. A little bit of a late start to the morning, so we're gonna get going here. We got some hiking to do today, so let's go. See y'all there.
The day was quickly passing by, so I finished up packing and immediately headed out. The plan was simple. Hike up and fish a drainage to its headwater source.
There's one.
Fish the headwater source. Hike up and over a pass down into a different drainage. And finally, back to the starting point up and over a long ridgeline.
Alright folks, about 4 miles in. We are just about to head off the trail. Gonna hike up this headwater all the way up to its origin, which is the lake I'll be fishing tomorrow. So we're gonna go ahead, it's just up here, we're gonna head off trail, start the real hike, and we should be setting up camp here in the next hour or two. Alrighty folks, just got into camp. So camping out in this kind of little field, there's actually a few different branches of this stream and it's kind of a little bit boggy. So I found an area that's a little bit higher, nice easy meadows. I'm nearby the creek, I'm nearby some shade, and the flies aren't as plentiful. So I'm gonna go ahead and set up camp, set up tent, get everything figured out, get my day pack set, get the fly rod set up, and yeah, we're gonna get fishing here hopefully in the next hour or so. Alrighty folks, so here's what we have going on here. So we have about a 12-foot leader to a caddis. Right, and this caddis is off a little tandem rig. And this tandem rig is attached to a little baby super caddis. So it makes for kind of a cool little hopping little caddis imitation, which would be awesome to get some strikes on in this little creek. So I'm gonna go ahead and clean up here and we're gonna head out. Let's get fishing. first eyes on the water. Super cool little creek. I came out to this really shallow section, but I still saw fish rising. So I'm gonna give this a whirl here. Looks like there's a lot of bug activity. I saw one jump right behind this tree. So I'm gonna just do a little bow and arrow. Instantly, dude, instantly. Dude, that's so sick. There's one. Holy cow. Oops, see ya, bud. Oh, I got two. Oh, wow. That's so crazy cool. What? Oh, on the bounce. Holy cow!
It was nonstop action all afternoon. But little did I know, the best was yet to come, and the hatch was about to come alive.
Let's try over here. Slurped it. See ya, bud. Alrighty, folks. Back at camp. It's really interesting. It's a little bit darker than it usually is at this time. And there's a fire. I don't know exactly where the fire is, but gosh, the sun is like bright red. But anyway, just got back to camp, snacking on some fruit. If you go backpacking, I highly recommend dehydrate fruit. I got strawberries, bananas, mango, pineapple, apples, lots of apples. The bugs are insane, which are making me insane. Maybe you can tell. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab some water, and then I think I'm gonna make dinner in the tent, because I'm not liking being out here right now. I'm feeling like I kind of want to go home to the tent. With high praise from the employee at REI, we have chicken Alfredo, but different brand. Never had this brand. 50 grams of protein. Are you kidding me? Stoked. Ooh. Let's try. Wow. Yummy. I'm gonna go ahead, finish eating this, hit the hay. I'll see you folks in the morning. Good morning, folks. We have about 5 to 6 miles of off train Shouldn't be too bad, but we will see. You know, that's one thing when you're going off trail, it's always going to be a risk, right? You know, you can't see everything on Google Maps. You can't see everything on topographical maps, and there could be cliffs, could be much harsher terrain than you expect. There's a moose, a bull moose. Holy fuck. He's running straight at me. Hey moose, hey moose.
Almost myself. The moose scare had me eating breakfast in silence as I pondered all the different outcomes the encounter could have presented.
Why was he running?
I am spooked, man.
As the sun rose higher in the sky, I packed up camp and continued on, this time with my protection in hand.
Taking a frickin' house with me, dude. Holy cow. It's a huge backpack right now. Alright, I've been hiking for close to 2 hours now. I'm getting my ass whooped. There are so many dead trees, and they're big dead trees too. So they're real obstacles, and there's just hundreds, thousands. Anywho, we're closing in on a third of the way. I'd say we're like between 28 and 30% of the way there, looking at the maps. You know, I've been trying to find game trails. I think I'm on a moose trail right now, which is just great. That's great. I love seeing moose. I'm gonna shit my pants next time I see one. Let's do it. Alrighty, final push. Pain. We got 150 feet, about a 45-degree angle, just one big incline, and we're there. Let's go.
Finally, after nearly 8 hours of negotiating my way through the drainage, I arrived at my destination. Exhausted, I set up camp, took a power nap and set up my rod, hoping the water held fish. Although the lake was riddled with various terrestrial and aquatic bugs, the barren structure and lack of movement in the lake was not promising.
Misty blue sky, take me on your treasure dive. I've got nothing to lose.
Well, I did not walk the perimeter of the lake, nor will I. I'm beat. What I did see is a few rises. Fish looked to be in the 3 to 5 inch range. Incredibly exciting. And they're all straight out in the middle. I just don't have it in me to go and, figure out how to catch a 3-inch fish in the center of a big lake on a fly right now. Regardless, I think I'm good with just enjoying this scenery and just being out here. And this place is just stunning. I mean, this is what taking the risk is all about. I don't know what's in here. It takes you to places like this that probably only a handful of people have even been to. And I mean, it gives you so much gratitude. I'm convinced that getting out here and pushing yourself like I did today and like we will tomorrow, and getting out into places that are just unknown and just completely uncertain entirely, it gives you a completely different perspective on life. We're gonna get this down and hit the hay as it's getting dark because I'm pooped. See you in the morning. Good morning, folks. Good morning. Good morning, folks. Today, if I can find my spoon, we're doing maple sugar. No. Maple, no. Yeah. Jesus.
Clearly, I was having a pretty hard time getting my brain to work this morning, so we'll cut to the chase. I wanted time to fish after the hike, so I promptly packed up camp and started on my way.
Here we go. She's ready to go. 2 hours later. Oh my God. Moving up this first incline here, we have 2 major inclines. I'm coming up to the top of the first one, and you can really see that lake down there. Pretty cool. So almost at the first one, we have a little bit of a flat zone, and then one more incline that's a little bit more than this, and then should be downhill from there. Just finished the incline for the day. About 1,000 feet total, but off trail made it pretty difficult actually. We're now just basically gonna walk this flat and then drop into the ravine and then hike the creek down. We're sitting at about 11,000 feet right now. And I will say it's very nice to have a little bit of a cooler air, cooler breeze, and kind of cool off a little bit. But definitely looking forward to getting back to that creek, or getting to this creek rather, exploring some new water, and kind of seeing what we can find. It's really exciting actually. All right, the river kind of goes in these meadows, rapids and then meadow, and I'm just above the meadow I'm looking to fish, about 3/4 of a mile away from where I'm gonna camp. And I just spotted eyes on the water, and I was gonna walk around to the right, but oh my goodness, it looks amazing.
With the refreshing confirmation of fish in the creek, I finished off the last section of the hike.
Well, we made it. Today took 5.5 hours. Could have been worse, that's for sure. But it was definitely a trek. So I'm gonna go ahead and snack on this, set up camp, set up the rod, get fishing, because I want to take the rest of today to fish, because there were no fish yesterday, so let's do that. God, it was so confusing.
After an astonishing 20 minutes trying to set up a one-person tent, I rigged up and got ready to head down to the water.
Let's catch some brookies, shall we? All right, first little hole. This is actually insane. They're just piranhas over my flies. Wow, they're stunning, man. Oh my goodness. Wow. Boom. This is so insane, dude. What a crazy experience, you guys. Keep that big one. Oh my goodness. What a fish. Oh my gosh. Look at that thing. How incredible. What? I bet I could sit here and catch a few hundred in a few hours. But I'm not going to do that. I'm going to slow it down, take my time, and enjoy each fish. This thing breaks, I'm done for.
While I certainly enjoyed each fish, I wouldn't exactly say I slowed down.
Jumping clear out of the air for him. Up, up, up. Oh! Oh my gosh! Oh, get it, buddy. Oh! 1, 2. Instant. Whoa!
This creek was just like the first drainage, but on steroids. Nearly every single cast brought explosive takes, and the colors on these fish was truly something special.
Today we're rocking with blueberries and cream. It is not preferable. Pretty tough day ahead of us. 2 miles off trail down this creek. a mile, 1,500 vert, give or take, and then about 3 to 4 miles mellow up and down across the ridgeline back over to the creek that we started at. Should be a great time. That's a hole. That's a hole. Oh, I gotta get out of here.
After a long 2 miles of off-trail navigation, I got to the bottom of the creek, where the supposed trail climbed up out of this drainage and back towards civilization.
Campsite. We're essentially at the trail now. Feels good.
I filled up on water and started the final climb of the trip.
So this is the trail. Just awesome. Oh my goodness. Officially done. The incline. All the off trail, all the incline, all done. So I still have a good amount of miles left, but it's not even gonna be close to what it has been. So feeling pretty good. I'm gonna get some more water and then get out of here right now. So I'm jonesing to get there. Feeling it now, Mr. Krabs. I'm getting there. I'm so close. Just gotta get there.
With just a few miles left to the truck, the water just looked too inviting. So I cooled off and decided to finish off the rest of the hike that afternoon.
That's a wrap, folks. I'm pooped, but I'm so glad I did it. Cheers for coming along on this adventure. Thank you all for the continued support. And as always, I will see you in the next adventure.